guys, this is Oshi, and this is going to be a general message that, you're supposed to hear, because this week I didn't feel like doing a pick a card reading, but I didn't want to not do a reading, so I decided to just pull a few cards and see what comes out, see where we are at in life, in what we're supposed to learn or learn from. Something you need to hear. Okay, so what is it that people, Seven of Swords, people need to hear who will watch this video? Let's get some more cards, please. Here, higher ups. Any messages? Not a lot. Come on now, Seven of Swords can be the one. King of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles. Okay. This is the glorious Smokers and Embers deck, by the way, if you're looking for a dragon deck. So, we have the Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords is all about winning a battle in a sneaky way, doing something that you know you shouldn't because you want to gain momentum, you want to gain advantage. And by doing that, losing out on moving forward, losing out on company or, a connection. And I think, it's more about making mistakes, and it's talking about more about the past mistakes. It's not something that you did recently or not too recent. Because we have the King of Cups, and that's a solution how to move forward from past mistakes, for making selfish decisions, because sometimes we do that. The only way that we can, get better at making better choices and not missing out on life or other people and relationships, meaningful ones, out of fear that, if I don't have all the swords, if I don't have all the resources, if I don't have all, I'm missing out. This is a very, this is the lack mentality that this card can talk about. Making mistakes because you're afraid that otherwise you're never gonna have it. Only if you take it in a way that it's not how you're supposed to take them. Could be whatever. But the King of Cups is here to remind you that the only way forward is out of this place, the lack mentality, the feeling lonely and not understanding why everything falls out of your hand when you're trying so desperately to grab at it, is to be okay and present in your emotions. Because the King of Cups is someone who's, and it's not, gender specific, it's the more active side of the same coin. It's about it's someone who can be open and giving with their emotions, because they know that they have their own source of hope, love, self-respect that can't be taken away from by other people. So they are sure that they can share because they are sure that they have. And that's the place that you need to arrive at to move forward from this lack mentality. It can be a relationship, but we have water, so air element, even the earth element, so it's every aspect. Only thing missing is a fire, but maybe if I pulled the card, no, it would have been cool. But what is it? Two of Pentacles, interesting. And we have the Page of Swords. Okay, so what we can, once we reach this king place, that place where you're, live in your emotions and live through your emotions, but not let them consume you, you will have a new opportunity for something that will be long-lasting in your life. It can be a relationship, it can be friendship, it can be a romantic relationship, it can be repaired family relationships, it can be a new job, because your lack mentality can connect to, you know, money and financial struggles and everyday life. But if you realize that giving is also part of the equation, because if you don't give, you just take, after a while there's gonna be no space left for anything new and higher to come in, you know, a higher vibrational to come in your life. If you keep holding on to the previously acquired things or people or relationships, you don't have place to let go what doesn't serve you anymore, what's not right for you, because, you know, because you're afraid that if you let it go, nothing will come. But that's just not how it works, because life balances out itself all the time. In a way, it will, even if you're not a willing participant, but it's better to let go of something that it's not just not right for you anymore, because then you make space for something better, long-term better to come in, which is lovely. And I will pull one card from the building relationships oracle, because I kind of want to. Because let's see, I'm not sure if I want to specifically pull a card for, okay, that's too much. It's the Seven of Swords, you know, how, okay, I want to pull one card for these two, you know, the relationship between the Seven of Swords and the King of Cups. What is it that needs or can be, okay, replaced or moved forward? And we have three cards, because obviously I wanted one. The first one was equality. What I said, how you can, you know, bridge these two is finding balance, finding equality, equally giving to other people and equally accepting when they offer something. And the other card that fell out was the New Beginning, which I love, because, you know, Ace of Pentacles, New Beginning, you can't see that, so I will put it, okay, here, so there's a reminder that we have a new beginning. And we also have the Difference card, and the Difference card is, in a way, resembles or can be, you know, in connection to the equality, because the difference is seeing two sides, completely different side, and making them work together. But in this case, I say, I have a feeling that, you know, this came up for the King of Cups, because this is the accepting and giving side of things, and this is just a confirmation that that can actually work together, you know, two completely different things, you know, acquiring things and making yourself feel safe because of that, because of accepting love and energy from other people, can coexist with letting nurture others, you know, like letting the grass grow on the other side of the road, because that doesn't take away from your space, it's just expanded. And, you know, there's a duality in us and in you as well, and that's not a bad thing. I love that. And one final message from the Sacred Destiny Oracle. All the decks are going to be listed in the description, by the way. I always list them. Let's see, just one final message to whoever is watching this video. The cards are not very chatty today. Forgiveness. And forgiveness for yourself. I you know, because of the Seven of Swords, I feel like it's more about forgiving yourself for past mistakes, for for living in this space, because you know it's not a nice space to live in, but sometimes we don't know what else we could do because we start a cycle and we just don't know how to get out of it. So in order to move forward, you have to forgive yourself for making mistakes, for not being able to be open for whatever reason, and for other people who wronged you. Obviously there are things that you think that there might be, you know, things you don't think it's possible to forgive, and I'm not gonna say that, you know, everything needs to be forgiven. There are big things obviously, but just know that by not forgiving someone, you're only holding yourself in this space, and you're not punishing the other side. You're just keeping them in your life. You're anchoring them and their energy. So whatever, you know, it is, if it's something really heavy, just try to make it as light as possible, in a way that, how to say that, because, you know, I don't want to dismiss big traumas and big horrible things happening, but you can just say that, you know, if you're not able to forgive them, then you can cut that cord and just say that, you know what, you belong in the past and I'm moving forward, and you're just, you know, you cease to exist to me. In a sense, you can at least do that. But like I said, forgiveness is helping you, not the other person, because it's helping you heal, it's helping you move forward. So if you can, you know, move ahead with that. Okay, so this was a message that you were supposed to hear. I hope this is helpful. If you think someone could benefit from it, please share it. That helps my channel, just like liking, subscribing, or, you know, there are ways to support the channel. That's always in the description. The best way is to get my oracle deck, because then you have a deck that you can work with. And I'm just happy when that happens. But yeah, thank you so much for being here, and hopefully see you around soon. Bye.